You're watching Training Camp with Adam Marburger, exclusively on CBT News.
I'm Adam Marburger. Welcome to Training Camp. It's a beautiful day to help a dealer enhance their F&I operations, and I'm here to do just that. Today I want to share a best practice and a technique to help turn more no's into yeses. I want to make a very, very bold statement, is we must follow our process. Processes do not fail, people fail the process. And if you want to get more yeses when we're presenting our menu, we have to do all the things right leading up to that menu. Now, when a customer says no to you, what are you saying? You know, years ago, it used to be repair scare. Well, what about the technology? How are you going to pay for this? Credit cards, you know, all these things we would talk about. We would try to scare our customer into saying yes because of the price of parts and labor, which there's still a role today in repair scare. It still kind of works. But I like to sell based on who's sitting in front of me, and I want to always have a servant leading heart. So let's pretend for a minute that our customer says no to us, because it happens to you quite often. And we have to agree on something real quick. The objections are all very similar. Is, I don't believe in it. I bought one of those warranties in the past and it never covered anything. Consumer Reports said never to buy one. I bought one before and every time I came into the service department, just conveniently it was never covered. And then, you know what, I'm just going to hedge my bets and I'm going to self-insure it. I really don't care what the objection is. The only thing I care about is I get the customer to verbalize what that objection is. How do we do that? Let me share with you how. When your customer says no to you, you simply make this statement. Mr. or Mrs. Customer, you were quick to decline the coverage. Why is it that you prefer to be unprotected? If I have a customer that comes and says, hey, listen, I don't want any of that stuff. Don't try to sell me any of those extras. I'll change my vernacular a little bit. I'll change the verbiage. I'll say, hey, Mr. Customer, no problem. These are just your options. But you were very quick. At some level, you were passionate about declining the protection. Why is it you prefer to be unprotected? Here's the reality. I frame and place the word prefer right before the last word, unprotected. Nobody in their right mind likes to be unprotected from anything. So now what I'm doing is I'm making the customer verbalize why they choose, at some level, prefer to be unprotected. And then all we have to do is take that objection, we're going to isolate it, and then we'll overcome that objection with a series of techniques that we're going to be using here in training camp to come. There's a lot of stuff we're going to be sharing here in training camp, but today I want you to learn how to transition from the no into your presentation. And it works a little bit something like this. Customer says no to you. Mr. or Mrs. Customer, you were quick to decline the coverage. Especially in today's market, customers are choosing these protection packages. Why is it that you prefer to be unprotected? Use your swagger, use your energy. If you're a finance manager watching this somewhere, I don't need you to say it like I say it. I need you to say it like you say it with a couple key points. I need you to make the statement is, why do you prefer to be unprotected? And you want to say the word unprotected last, because that word sticks here in the subconscious. Nobody wants to be unprotected from anything. So now the customer will then tell us, you know what, I don't believe in them. Never bought one in the past, or hey, I bought one in the past that never covered anything. I'm just going to self-insure it. Those are all logical, valid objections that we get every single day. And then it's going to be no problem. Hey, these are just your options. But I've got something here that I want to share with you. You might find some value. Now I can transition into a close. So here's what I want you to know. Your customer is going to say yes, but your customer is going to say no more than they say yes on your first pass on the pencil, or on your menu. So for my rookie F&I people out there, understand that the no's coming. Embrace the no. Fall in love with the no. Our job starts with the word no. And it's a simple question. Hey, no worries. You were quick to decline. Why is it that you prefer to be unprotected? You can just simply make that statement and your customer will answer that question. You can take the answer to that question and then you can have a casual conversation on why it makes sense today to budget for some of the wonderful F&I products that we offer today. Thanks for spending some time today with me in the training camp. It's always an honor and a privilege. We're hosted exclusively here on CBT News. See you next time.
Thanks for watching Training Camp with Adam Marburger, exclusively on CBT News.